A very good morning to you, ITV1 and STV. Alan Ennis is my name. Welcome along to ShopOnTV, ShopOnTV. Okay, so I'm here on my own tonight. I don't have a guest. I am not the guest. I am just the guy who's here with you tonight. Here's what they asked me to do. They said, would you go up and do a show on the Micro Munchie? And I went, the what? And they said, the Micro Munchie. And I said, okay, what is it? And they said, it's one of these. You cook things in your microwave oven with this. It makes crispy things. It makes sandwiches that are crispy and crunchy and beautiful. I said, okay, what is it made from? They said silicon and metal. I went, you're joking me. You can't put metal into a microwave. But this is a very special alloy that can go into a microwave and is coated with non-stick coating as well, and silicon outer, which retains the heat. So then I said, I would like to do that, please. They said, that's great. What you have to do is just stand there. There's loads of videos of Paul Brodell, who's an incredible man and an incredible chef. And I said, I am not going to just do that. So I went to the shop and I have bought loads of stuff. It's all over just there, okay? I'm going to make sandwiches for you, which is not what they asked me to do. I'm going to make burgers. I've even bought Rustler's burgers, which I am quite, slightly love. And I'm going to cook one of them in this as well. I'm going to do some bacon. I'm going to do some sausages. I'm going to do some beef. I'm going to do lots of things because I want you to see, and this is the God's honest truth. Today is my first day with one of them to use it. So we're going to learn together. But before I mess things up, let's have a look at a professional. Here's a little bit of Paul Brodell showing you how this works. Oh, by the way, before we do that, 873-983, that is the item number for this. So during this clip, please get yourself in and get these. They're 25 quid. I will tell you what Paul said about them in a little while. If you want to call us to order, 03333 241 241. If you want to email us, you can do that if you have any questions, studio@shopontv.co.uk. But here is Paul Brodell. When you come back, I will have something cooked and then I'll make something right in front of you as well.
Look at this. I can't wait. A picture paints 1,000 words. True. Look at this. You put it in the microwave for 3 to 5 minutes. And look at this. Out comes a delicious, amazing toasted sandwich. It really is fantastic. It's going to take all your different types of bread, just wonderful. And look at that, even your bagels I've been doing in it too. But look at what you've got here. Oh, classic.
Paul, you've
gone
back to basics.
Oh, look at that.
Classic.
The onion, the cheese, the smell, the flavour is just so gorgeous. Wait until you try this. It's just beautiful.
Should we have a go?
It is very hot, but
let's get in there. Oh my word. Oh my word.
Chicken, ham, onion and mozzarella.
Oh my goodness me.
That is absolutely divine.
Sorry for speaking with my mouth full.
But do you know what? It really does take seconds. Okay, so here...
So this is space-age technology inside, isn't it? Because normally...
It certainly is.
We think, hang on, is there metal going into my microwave? I've been told not to put metal into my microwave. Well, it's silicon on the outer and the aluminized steel on the inside. Space-age technology, meaning that you can do that. Is that right?
So in here I've got our brisket, our chili cheese, and there we got our tomato in there as well, and our basil. You just pop that on there like so. A bit of butter on the outside because that does really make it, but also I find that that spray oil works well as well. So if you are conscious that you don't want to use too much butter, and then literally all you do is put it in there between 3 and 5 minutes.
And we've also got tuna, red onion and sweet corn. What else have we got here, Paul?
We have got so many. We've got our tuna melts, we've got our mozzarella and basil.
Yeah, lovely. For the vegetarians among us.
We certainly have. We've got our brisket with burger sauce and cheese and tomato.
Okay, there it is.
That's as well. We've even got a
burger sauce.
Exactly. And then we've got our brioche one here.
Yeah.
You're only limited by your imagination.
So we're looking at, so you put items in that are all cooked already so far. We'll talk about putting other items in due course, won't we, Paul? But
certainly will.
All of these have been cooked already. So you've got your cheese, your tuna, your vegetarian option with your cheeses, maybe your brisket already cooked, and then another lovely Italian style inspired one there. So what have you got here with your
chili, cheese and beef and veggies? And again,
and it's
all
so
just
easy.
Flips together, like so. It is so simple. You don't have to worry about it closing.
Okay.
Now this is our 800 microwave, so I will put this one in for the 5 minutes, like so. So I'll just line that up there.
If you just joined us, space age technology, in that patented technology, aluminized steel that's inside, and then you've got the silicon on the outer, which is the amazing, like the pocket style. Look at this. And just a couple of minutes in the microwave as well, 2 to 5 minutes.
Look at that there. Wonderful, crispy. How much would you pay in a pub, in a coffee shop? True. Look at that, look. So we've just got our classic ham and cheese there. Look at that.
It's hot, it's piping hot when it's coming out. So
look at that, look. Yeah. But can you believe this is just ordinary bread we're putting in there, and it's coming out deliciously toasted every single time.
Oh, you've got the griddle marks as well.
We certainly have. Do you want to? So what we have here is the wonderful griddle.
Yeah.
And then you can take them out for ease of cleaning. It's completely, I've found at home, you can put them in the dishwasher, but I found it's so easy to clean and rinse it under the tap. It's amazing. So
just give it a wipe, give it a clean over, and it's ready to go as well.
Do you tuna melt now?
Yes, please, yeah. So simple.
See how?
It's an amazing product. How is it going to change your life now? You know, is it going to make it easier in the evenings with your kids maybe, like to prepare hot dinners? Are you like me, where you're making the family meal, you're making, me and my wife, I have one thing, my daughter will want something else, and my son wants something else. So very often I'm there making 3 or 4 different meals. It depends how much of a problem my wife's causing me that day. But, you know, everyone's wanting something different. Everyone needs it to be quick and easy, and I want it to be quick and easy to clean up as well at the end of it. And look at this. Any flavours you want, as long as your food is cooked, as long as your meats are cooked, you're making these sandwiches to order almost at home in a busy household. Super quick and easy to clean up as well. And you're getting that crispy finish. I remember a chef once telling me that a microwave is just a glorified steamer. And if anybody's ever opened the door when you cook some peas or something and the steam just like comes out and hits you, you'd realise that's the case. But here, the aluminised steel is getting heated up, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like a grill pan. It's turning our microwave.
I'm going to show you how you can do your burgers and your bacon in a minute too, as well as your amazing toasted sandwiches. Do you know what? I've been raving about this all week to my friends.
And you've been using it every day. That says it all.
You saw how when we put this in earlier, it was just ordinary bread. And listen. La 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 la. It is just wonderful.
You've made yourself a musical instrument there.
We certainly have. I'm just, while I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to pop in our wonderful Stilton ham and cranberry in this one.
So in no longer than a pop song, you've got yourself a lovely crispy toasty made.
Exactly.
So Kylie can tell us how lucky she is. And we could have a ham and cheese ready. The Beatles could be Love Loving Me Do, and you could have your cranberry and whatever else in there. I'm trying to think of more pop songs now, show how cool and hip I am.
Right, are we ready for the look at this?
It's that crispy outer.
It certainly is, everyone.
Who would have thought?
Just ordinary loaves.
So different kinds of bread then. So yeah, you're saying we've seen white bread, we've seen our cedar bread. Fruit cake, tea cakes, get in there.
Can't wait to try this one. It's very hot at the moment.
Oh, that's wonderful. Gorgeous. It's the ooze factor as well.
They are very hot.
Oh, Paul.
Look at that Stilton in there. That one is mine. Sorry, made a mess there.
Save that for Paul. If you've just joined us, we're looking at the amazing micro munchies. They're available in blue, green or yellow. Or should I say blue, green and yellow? Because you're going to want one for you, your best friend and maybe the rest of the family as well. With £25 being your price today, your P&P's just underneath that. You can buy now on shopontv.co.uk or you can buy it on the telephone line 0333 241 241. Your item number to find it on our Shop on TV website is 673983. But what is your favourite? Is it going to be your beans going in? Is Is it going to be your cheese and beans classic? Is it going to be maybe your yeast extracts, your peanut butters, your bananas maybe? The sweet treat for the end of the day or the end of the meal? Sweet or savoury? Seeded or white or brown or granary or a bagel? Cut your paninis down to size maybe. But you can do so much. And what Paul said earlier, he said you're turning your microwave into a grill pan. I thought that was an absolute gold dust moment. That 673983 to order now on your really funky, bright, munchy microwave toasted sandwich maker. It's so easy to clean. Just pop it in the dishwasher. You probably need to give it a little bit of a rinse and a wipe over. Maybe if you're using it in a row, maybe making 3 or 4 in a row. But wow, you could have. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, can we rewind that? No. But look at this, so easy. Just pop out the aluminized steel centre. You then have your silicone outer going straight in your dishwasher. If you want to wipe it over and clean it by hand so you've got it ready to use again sooner, please, you can, no problem. But what a product. Something Paul tells us he's been using every day since he's had it delivered. Paul, I'm going to pin you down to a favourite centre and a favourite colour. Go on.
Oh, do you know what? I love all of them.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think if anything, go for 2 because then you can have one you're making, one on the go.
Oh,
I'm going to show you now how to do burgers too. Okay. So I'll just take this one out. Again, you saw this one going live. We're all about the live cooking here. And you can hear it almost sizzling, isn't it? Can you
crispy, crispy. Wait, can I copy you?
Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. You saw that go in completely untoasted. Now it's toasted. Now I'm going to just cut it. Oh, but first I'm going to get our burger on. Because in a few minutes...
Interesting. This is a good moment because we've been talking about cooked products going in so far.
Certainly have,
you're now taking a fresh burger, uncooked.
I'm turning it into your grill pan. I've been doing bacon, grilled asparagus, everything at home. These are quarter pounders, so the top touches the bottom too. Can you see that? It's touching the bottom. Like
Interesting,
so.
It doesn't need to be squished completely closed. Like all of our bread doesn't have to fit in. You just have to have your top and the bottom on.
And then this is a 1200 watt microwave, so this is about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
If it was in this one, which is 800, that'd be about 3.5 minutes. Okay.
Your burger.
But again, you always adjust it to make sure
it's nice.
Like
We're surrounded at the moment. We've got this one working. This one's just beat. This one you've just set off. We've been cooking like the raw burger. Wait for this reveal.
Look. And you say, that's a hot tuna melt there.
See, how much would we pay for a hot tuna melt on the high street? Which is fair enough, you know, we don't want to take anyone's livelihoods away because I'm sure for the convenience you'll still need to buy a tuna melt from a cafe or something one day, but to be able to make them quickly and easily at home at such low cost and so quickly, you don't have to be firing up the grill or anything like that. You're making a grill in your microwave and cooking that tuna melt. And what was that, Paul? 2 or 3 minutes? Was that?
That was three and a bit minutes.
3 and a bit in an 800 watt microwave. So if you've got anything like a 900 or a 1000 watt, with more of us working from home, we might want a bit of a quick fix and a warm fix, maybe a bit of a treat. You know that moment when you think, do you know what? I fancy a hot lunch, or you've been out all day and you've had your breakfast, you've had your cold lunch out. Something nice and warm in the evening, don't you? It is that difference, isn't it? It's like a hug on a plate. What have we got here, Paul?
There you go. Well, just before we reveal that one there, I'm going to put our bacon in this one. Just to show you, if you like your bacon sandwich, I've been doing this all week. It's amazing. Do you know what? Our lovely Martha, she rang me yesterday. I went, I've just been using it now. It's so amazing. I love this product so much. I've been doing burgers. I even did fillet steak in it the other day. I was doing, you know, when you do it with Philly. So I thought, I'll just cook it in there first. Did it like a dream.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, look, these are so easy and quick. I mean, the thing where it's going to get me is for the family, knowing that when my wife and I are eating one thing, we're having a meal, like a full-on, like a spaghetti or a pasta meal, and the kids want something quick. You know, I can be able to say, look, okay, you're not eating the same dinner as us kids, but I can do you still something nice and hot. I can still make you a tuna melt. I can still make you a cheese and tomato, maybe, or cheese and tomato and pesto. But look at this going in, cooked ingredients going in now. Even though we're doing like raw burgers and raw bacon in the studio, you know, it doesn't matter about the size or the make of the bread. It doesn't matter if it doesn't quite fit. You you know, your doorstep maybe, or your thinner, crispier. If you're on a budget for your thin bread, then go for it. But look at that, the ooze factor, and this, and also that, Paul, that crispy.
Well, it's just amazing, isn't it? Look at that, look. How good is that? Bit of butter or bit of spray oil. Look at that, look, in there. Oh, look at that, look. That was our beef and tomato, and let me just, yeah, and cheese. Oh, yeah, and Stilton, that was.
Oh yeah, that looked good. Just about to finish. Now, during that little bit of a clip that you're watching, I put together a cheese, ham and onion sandwich. I put it in here for 4 minutes and it is about to go pop-de-ping. So let's see how good it actually turns out. Now, I've not used this. Today is the first day that I have got one of these, my hands on it. So in I go. I'm going to use a cloth. Be careful of the steam, because even though this is still a bit warm, it's the thing inside that's going to be even hotter, okay? Oh, wow. Now, listen. That is good, good, good. That has happened in the microwave. That is my first toasted cheese sandwich I've made from this. Listen again. Right, let's cut this. Now, always be careful, because these things are hot. I'm going to present this to the plate, and then I'm going to put that right there for you. That is already earmarked for, who's having this one? David's having this one. David's having this one. So ham, cheese and onion, you can see that. Now this is crispy out of a microwave. How does this work? It sounds impossible. It sounds a little bit like wizardry, quite frankly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this for a second to let it cool a sec. I'm going to get the next one, because what we saw Paul do in that clip as well was to do a burger. So I have got 2 steak burgers here, and I'm going to pop this in. You can see it's a really thick burger. I'm going to put this in. Paul put it in for 2.5 minutes. I like it well done. I'm going to put it in for 3. And I'm going to do that during the next clip, okay? Not just yet. Because what I want to tell you, excuse me while I wash my hands, because we are washing our hands and we are sanitizing everything as we go through. So what this basically is something extraordinary. And I promise you this, okay? I made a point of not using this until today, okay? I had access to one for a week or so, and I know I always say to you guys at home that I won't use, or I won't come on here and show you something until I've lived with it. That's what I'm talking about, a vacuum and things like that. But this, I decided to go the other direction, okay? So this is how good and how easy this is, right? So let me talk you through. David's coming to take this. He's not taking, no, he's not taking it. David, calm down. Let's, ladies and gentlemen, watch the effect that these sandwiches out of here has. He's gone over to now. Come on over here like a good boy now when you're called. There you go, David. David, the poor guy is hungry. This is David. Say hi to everyone, David. Hi. Hi. Go and enjoy your sandwich. Let us know what you think of it, will you? Crunchy, crispy, melted in the middle. He's going to do it. He's come back, ladies and gentlemen. I can hear the crunch. Oh, isn't that great? Much better than, no, I'm going to wait for a burger. Much better than just toasting bread and making it, because when you do that, your cheese doesn't melt. Much better than getting a sandwich toaster out and trying to heat that up and then put it in and close it down. Much better all the way through. Loving it? Thank you, David. There he goes. He's happy. We're going to do that burger. Now, I'm going to show you as well throughout the show that we're going to cook one of these fellows here, okay? So this is a Rustler's burger, which I'm quite partial to, I have to admit to you. I'm going to cook one of these in this as well to see how it turns out, because that's the kind of stuff I think I will be cooking in my Micro Munchie. So I'm going to be doing this live as well as making an actual fresh burger. I don't mean this isn't an actual burger. I'm going to make that and put it together myself rather than one that's been pre-made. So that's going to happen as well. So I talked to the guys and I read up on this, and first of all, this is how the construction of this is. So if we look at this, it's really thick silicone, okay? Everything about this is quality. And Paul Brodell, I was on the phone to him today, he was on his way up to Warrington, and he said to me, he said, Alan, you've known me a long time in this industry. He said, I've been 30 years in it. I can tell you now, and this is his exact words, I have never ever used or demonstrated a product that is as good as this. He then went on to tell me that he bought another one, an inferior one. He said it was a bit cheaper, but he said when he opened it, what was inside the heating plates weren't plates. He said it was like tin foil and it fell apart. He said, please, 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 Paul is a chef. Paul has a hotel. Paul uses this every single day, he told me, since he got one, and sometimes more than once. And that really is a testament to how good these are. Inside here, we have a very special alloy, okay, alloy metal, that is actually been coated as well. I give this a bit of a wipe over, just to clear that off. That has been coated in a very special coating that makes it non-stick, but this is a really high-grade alloy that is microwave safe. So what this does is it actually absorbs the microwaves, and this heats up to over 200 degrees. So what you're getting is, on both sides, like the burger I have in there, the raw burger right now, it's being heated from both sides. So it's been heated from the bottom and the top using those plates, and they'll get to up over 200 degrees. And that's what's cooking it, and it cooks it super fast. And then because it's enclosed, the steam is in there as well, and it's steam cooking and it is grilling. So basically what this becomes, these plates, it becomes a griddle plate. Now, let's say you have one of the George Foreman's or a sandwich maker, panini maker, something like that. You know what you do with that. You plug it in, you heat it up, and it takes quite a, I don't know, it takes a while, doesn't it? And then you put your sandwich in and you cook it. And it's that heat from each side which does that. We don't generally get that, and we don't ever get that from a microwave, because microwaves, well, let's face it, if we put a sandwich in there, it would make it horrible, probably hard, on the outside soggy. There would be no comparison, okay? This here makes it feel like it's come from a toasting machine, because technically that's what this is. Now, Paul was also saying to me today as well, Paul Brodell, he said, Alan, he said, think about this. If you're making something, he said, like chicken, sausages or burgers, which I will be doing a bit later on, a bit of steak as well. If you're making something like that and you're going to use an air fryer, but you're only making it for yourself, you heat the air fryer up. It takes, I don't know, a minute or two to heat up. Then you put the item in for maybe 10, 12, 15 minutes, and that's all using power. But he said with this, it's in the microwave, you know, 1,000 watt, 800 watt microwave for 4 minutes, and it's done. So he said you genuinely are saving huge amounts of electricity as well, and ultimately time. This really is an incredible piece of equipment. Now, I'm going to say to you that the sandwich that came out of that was extraordinary. I'm looking forward to the burger. So I'm going to get the burger in. While I'm doing that, I'm going to time it so it's ready when you guys come back to me. But in the meantime, here is Mr. Paul Brodell once again.
You know, we are cooking up an absolute storm, aren't we?
These are amazing. You could have your own sandwich shop factory.
You really couldn't you?
Literally like a process going. Keep the whole family entertained.
And you see, look, even when the cheese oozes out a bit, it just is so easy to clean. And again, I didn't butter this one. Can you see the difference, just to let you see? So
more of a toaster.
Yeah, just to see, you know.
So more of a grilled toasty.
Oh, look, Stilton, bacon and cranberry. Oh, my goodness, I'm eating that one in a minute. That one's got my name on it.
Well, we know.
Oh,
we know that
I'll talk for you.
This tuna melt came out of the microwave, and you wouldn't believe it came out of a microwave with that crispy, beautiful, beautiful golden outer, and it's cooked all the way through. There are no cold spots in there. Actually, you know how many minutes ago it came out, but it's still lovely and warm and moist inside. You've got that gorgeous centre, and it is, I will say now, this is, and I do love my toasties, I do love my warm lunches at home when I can, this is the best tuna toasty I've ever had. Okay, we're even seeing asparagus coming out while our burger is cooking.
Fantastic, our burger's cooked. So asparagus, it acts like a dream. So this is just raw asparagus. I've done a bit of spray oil, then I'm going to put it in for 2.5 minutes. So do you see how I'm turning your microwave into your grill pan? Everything.
We've got a proper conveyor belt of creativity.
Have we got a drum roll here for our burger?
We can do.
Dun, 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 dun. Sizzle,
this was a raw burger that went in, okay, uncooked burger. It was a proper big quarter pounder. A few minutes ago, that was a couple of minutes ago.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that! Look.
Is it a magic trick? Is there anyone behind that?
It's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
No smoke, no mirrors. That was literally.
And even on the other side as well, you can still see. Can you see that sizzling still?
Magical.
Look at that! Look.
Oh,
right,
my goodness.
I'm just going to cut into it just to show you how
look
perfect.
at that.
Juicy and moist. Look at that, look.
evenly. I mean, this is lovely. This is amazing stuff. So you have so many different choices here, and it's so easy to order as well on ShopOnTV with your microwave. Micro munchy, incredible toasted sandwich maker, but it will do so much more than that as well with your blue, your green, your yellow. I wonder which the most popular is at this very moment. Who knows? Have you just ordered the daffodil yellow? Do you just love your gorgeous green? Hailing from the Emerald Isle with my family, I would go straight for the green, I think. You've got the bright blue as well for those summer skies. So 673983 is your item number to order now at £25. Your postage is just beneath that, and it's shopontv.co.uk to order now on our website or on the phone 0333 241 241. So, Paul, we've all been told don't put metal in the microwave.
Special
so
technology.
how is this going on?
This is special technology, and that's why you can. And it's and it works like an absolute dream.
Amazing.
I've been using it all the time. Now remember we did our burger in there.
Yeah.
I'm just now going to turn it into
thick cheese.
Our melted burger. Look at that, look. Wonderful.
Oh, hang on a minute, you're toasting
and it
the
will
bun.
toast the bun at the same time. How good is that? We could even do our fried onions on this. It really does.
In that
literally.
juice, the onions would taste so good, wouldn't they?
Are you ready? So again, you remember our bacon that we did?
Yes, yeah, this was raw bacon.
Raw bacon.
This is why we're saying on the details on your screen and more ... because it's a sandwich maker, but it also seems to be a full breakfast maker as well.
Look at that now.
Oh, look at it. Look at that
wonderful
bacon.
Crispy bacon.
Look at the griddle marks on that. Check that out. Oh,
look at that. Let me just... Look, can you just see there, look, the griddle. Now, again, this was quite watery bacon, but if you buy the dry, like the maple cured, oh my goodness, it comes out amazing. Look at that, look. So now I'm then going to make our toasted sandwich with that. Okay, so this is your toasty sandwich. It's so easy to clean and tidy up as well. And when we say you could have a bit of a conveyor belt going, this is what we've done in, what, 10, 15 minutes or something we've been live? We've done tuna and mayo, or tuna and cheese rather, brie and cranberry we've seen. We've done a burger from raw. We've got asparagus on the go now. I had a tuna melt, but that's not all gone. I've been keeping it offset. I'm going to have that later. We've got the lovely sun-dried tomatoes to cook later on, mozzarella. We've been going sweet, we've been going savoury as well. And think about the money-saving drive and angle here. You know, how much you're spending on your lunches, your maybe meal deals. You know, maybe sometimes you don't want a full-on dinner where you're preheating the oven for 10, 15 minutes, you're cooking something for another 25, 30 minutes. And then before you know it, the oven's been on for nearly an hour. Maybe you do just want to zap the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes and actually still have something nice and warm at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, or the middle of the day maybe, or the middle of the night maybe. It might be whenever you're peckish. If you've got teenagers coming home at goodness knows when, glad they're nice and home safe, but you want to make sure that they get a nice meal or something hot when they do. But it's not just about your savouries. Think about your sweet treats, your chocolate spread, your banana, your peanut butter, strawberries maybe, all of those lovely sweet things that you can get going into these toasties. Toasted tea cakes and crumpets, why not? You know, you're not just stuck with your breads and your different styles there, but we even put a brioche burger bun in there as well, and that is looking tasty. Oh, look at that.
Goodness me.
You imagine your toasted burger bun. How good is that? Perfectly cooked. Yes. Absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? I've not seen any other product like that, and it's just fantastic.
As a chef, you've been using it every day.
I've been using it every day. Look, it's so easy, so quick. For burgers, for your bacon. I must show you the grilled asparagus in a second.
So I heard a rumour that somebody wants to take your micro munchie away from you. How do you feel about that?
No, never.
Never. Did you see that look in his eye?
So let's do a sweet brioche. There you go.
Okay, blue, green, yellow, you've got on your choices. Do you know, because I've got a big old plug-in one. And I had one in the 80s, it stopped working. Had another one in the early noughties, and then got a bit dirty, and I didn't fancy using it very much. You couldn't put it in the dishwasher because you couldn't get it undone. It was just there on the worktop. Took up quite a lot of space, but this is like easy to pop away in a drawer. I mean, look at that. Just that's in the drawer with your saucepans, in the cupboard maybe. I mean, that's very easy to take to work. In fact, you could prepare your sandwich in the morning, put all your ingredients in, do it up like that, and then that is acting like your sealed box, maybe your lunch box that you take your lunch with. Take that with you in your bag and then pop that into the microwave maybe when you get into your work kitchen, and away you go. You've got a hot lunch and everybody else doesn't, and you got your asparagus.
Look, asparagus, could you see you've even got the griddle lines on it there, look. It is so delicious. Honestly, I've been throwing it on salad all week. I've been thinking, because asparagus is so good for you. The perfect breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's just amazing. Do you see how I've done bacon, I've done burgers, I've done a grilled asparagus, so, you know, it just goes on and on and on.
Still got the tuna. What else do you want to show us, Paul?
Well, we've got a beef with burger sauce, cheese. I'm going to add a bit more cheese. There you go.
Crunchy as well. Everything's crispy when it's coming out.
It's amazing,
hot,
isn't it?
We've cooked burgers from raw. We've cooked bacon from raw. All of our other ingredients today have been cooked. Savoury. You've got your salad in there. If you want to wilt your spinach, you can do, because you've got your wilted spinach inside, nice and hot. But your salad on the side, garnishing it, just lifts it and gives it that healthy angle when you've got so many different naughty ingredients going in. Whether it is your classic beans and cheese, whether it's your cheese and ham, but by the time the kettle's boiled, or by the time that pop song's finished on the radio, you know, you've got your warm toasty. And then while you're eating yours, you can be making your other half theirs too. And we're all thinking about saving money and time, and you can do that with your Micro Munchie microwave toasted sandwich maker. It's convenient, easy to clean, BPA free, and really, really easy to order. Go to the website shopontv.co.uk right now. We've got thousands of products there. There's a whole marketplace on there. Live on Channel 89 for you with brilliant customer service as well, and it's 673983 is your item number, specifically for the Micro Munchie. So we've seen beans on the pre-recorded video, but now, Paul, you're going live with your beans.
We're going live with the beans. We've got the beans.
And the beans, they weren't cooked already? They're going
No, they're just straight from the tin.
Okay.
So get my slice, get my cheese on our classic white bread.
So we've been seeing thin bread going in. If you're on a budget,
double cheese.
The thin sliced bread. If you're buying the outlandish doorstep bread, that will fit as well. Oh. Okay, so we've got green, we've got yellow, we've got blue available. I wonder which one's the most popular right now. £25 plus your postage, of course. Order now on shopontv.co.uk. It's so easy to clean. And also, the rule always used to be, and still is, don't put metal in the microwave. However, this is patented space-age technology with the aluminized steel on the inner, which is the griddle. That's your grill pan, and that's what's heating and cooking your food, right? On the outside, you've got your bendy silicone. It doesn't have to close shut on the edges. It can be open at the edges. So if it's doorstep bread that doesn't quite fit, that's absolutely fine. Go for it. And if you want to cook your sandwiches with cooked ingredients on the inside and get that oozy effect, then this is the product you need right now. To order it straight away, your item number's just there, and it's a brilliant price at £25, 673983 to order either the blue, the yellow, or the green, or maybe get a couple or get all three if you know somebody that's going to love it as well. And if you want to go for it right now on the phones, you can do 0333 241 241.
Oh my goodness.
Website.
Do you know what? Do you want to make magical toasties like this that are so crispy in a matter of minutes? Do you want to do your bacon, your asparagus, your burgers, turning your microwave into the ultimate machine with this? I just love it. It's so clever, isn't it? Yeah. It's easy to clean. We have cooked masses in no time at all, so plenty enough for all the family. My only advice is you need two. One on the go, one you're making one, and you're just going to fall in love with it like I have. Absolutely gorgeous.
It's just such a good
when you cut into this.
You wait till you see inside this sandwich.
Oh, we got brioche, which is this real soft bread with cheese and bacon and tomatoey sauce. It's wonderful.
Everybody in the building here is going, oh my word. David has just said that is the best darn sandwich. Well, he uses a slightly different word than that, but he said it's probably the best sandwich he's had in a long time. That's just when Poppy pinged just there for me now. That's the burger, remember. Now, I put this in for 4 minutes. I genuinely don't know if that's enough. Rob, I should say, Paul Brodell put his in for 3.5 minutes. Look at the steam coming out of that. Always let the steam come out. Use a cloth to take it out just in case the steam gets you. And let's have a little look at this burger, and this is a reveal, and we're all learning together to see how good. Oh, griddle marks. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. That is delicious. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop into the inside to make sure this is cooked. And I'm going to say to you that, in my opinion, needs about another 30 seconds, which I'm going to do. But whilst I do that, and this is the thing about it, there's no right and there's no right and there's no wrong. You can always put it back in. It's not something that if you mess it up a little bit or it's not done enough. I'm actually going to give it a minute. If you haven't done it enough, pop it back in and heat it up again and give it a go. That was a really thick burger, so that will take a total of 5 minutes that will be in for. Now, do you remember I said to you earlier on as well that I'm going to do the Rustler's burger, which I love. That's coming up in a few minutes. Again, you'll see Paul, of course, cook loads of things, but I'm going to construct this burger now because this is how easy it would be should you want to make yourself a burger. And what Paul was just saying, I like lots of sauce, by the way. What my director was just saying a few minutes ago is that brilliant for shift workers, and that's us, I guess, because when you go home at night time, you don't want to do loads and loads of work to get something, and you want something nice and quick. Well, there's nothing nicer for me than a beautiful, beautiful, crispy sandwich, crunchy sandwich with that cheese oozing and melting inside of it. I think it's just the best thing ever, isn't it? Here we go. That's almost done. I've got a very special piece of cheese to go on this as well. It's got caramelized onion and stuff like that in it. Again, just going to let that steam, and I am confident this is done. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to now construct my burger. By the way, you will have heard Matt and Paul say microwave safe as well. So take the plates out, put them in the microwave. I would personally say just give them a little wipe over because it's easy to do. I can already see that's cooked inside. So I'm going to take this out here with my fork onto my burger just there. Get that lovely piece of cheese. Now remember, of course, I can, if I want to, put this back into the into the unit, the micro munchie, and I can cook that again. But personally for me, I just want to use it and eat it as it is. Let's cut this down. Paul, I'm afraid you're only getting half a burger. And let's have a look. Oh yes, look at that. That is genuinely cooked from raw, and it is done in 5 minutes. That really is brilliant. And again, as I said, I was asked to do this show on my own. They said, don't worry, you don't have to do anything. I know you're not a chef, Alan, but you know, just come and talk about what it's happening on the video links and just keep throwing between them. And I said, nope. I want to do more than that because I want to show everybody at home that genuinely this is my first time doing these things. I promise you, I want to show everybody how easy this is. Now what I'm going to do for a moment is before I taste that burger, I'm just letting it cool down ever so slightly. I want to do what Paul did. And I want to get some bacon here, okay? And I'm going to put some bacon in to this. And I've got some smoked bacon because we have a request for a bacon and cheese sandwich, which I'm going to do now for Roberta. So we'll put in 2 slices for you, pop that in on top, close that over. And because this is thinner, I reckon that this is going to take, let's give it 2.5 minutes, all right? Let's give it, so time cook, 2, 3, 0. And don't press stop, press start. Right, let me just give my hands a little wash here in this bowl, folks, just to clean up my hands because I was touching the meat just there. And now I'm going to try this burger. Let me cut this down again because I don't want to look really kind of terrible. Right, so let's see. Okay, well. This is important for me to tell you, okay? I promise you this is my truth. Myself and my wife own a business called a Brunch Box. And we make our own burgers, smash burgers, okay? And they are insane. They are so good. And I've never had a burger that has been as juicy or as flavorful as that. Now, I'm not saying that that is as good as the Brunch Box burger. I will never say that. But let me tell you something. The flavor on that, the moisture level in that, the flavor from it, whatever has happened, and I'm struggling to understand this, that has happened in a microwave. If I put a burger in a microwave, it just will be horrible. That is absolutely brilliant. It tastes like it's been char grilled. I really mean that. And you saw those grill marks on it. Please don't think that looks dry. Don't, on your screen, that might look like it's a bit dry, but look at, there you go. Look, see that juice? That is so moist. It is just incredible. I need another piece. That is really beautiful. I really mean that. We're going to see how, this is really rude, isn't it? But, of course, I've got to eat, haven't I? Because if I don't, I'm not trying these things, and therefore you will at home go, wonder what it tastes like. Now, you've got a choice of colours, the blue, the green, or the yellow. You make your choice. Oh, the smell of that bacon. Crikey almighty, this is just insane, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought I would be standing somewhere, certainly not at home, never mind on ITV and STV, and cooking bacon in the microwave and hoping that it comes out crispy. That burger is so amazing. Right, bacon is 10 seconds away. Oh, so bacon cheese sandwich. Now, again, just like the burger bun, we don't have to. Here you go, bacon is done. Just like the bun, we don't have to toast. We can just cook the bacon in there, and then we can put a bit of butter onto our thing, like so. Nice bit of salty butter. Now, here's the question for Roberta. Does she fancy any sauce on this, a bit of ketchup, or just as it comes? Just as it comes. So bacon, cheese, and that's it, yeah? Right, let's have a little look and see how we're doing with this. Again, this was 2.5 minutes. Now, maybe we'll find we have to put it in for a little bit longer, but let's check it out. And the great thing about this is, oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. That is lush. That is absolutely lush. Look at that. Oh, my word. Okay, let's grab that out of here and put this into the sandwich. There we go. And here we go. Could probably do a little bit more bacon on it. I've been a little bit greedy with the bacon, but still, that's fine. We can do some more. And my cheese, I'm going to grab a couple of slices of cheese, and I'm only using this American cheese because I think it's awesome. And it is a mature one of these. So apparently, Roberta is on her way down to collect this. Again, beautiful sandwich made in the microwave. Now, remember, we could put this back into the microwave and toast the outside, but I'm just showing you that you can just cook your bacon in there in 2.5 minutes and you're good to go. And then just put it into a sandwich. When it comes to bacon or sausage, in fact, I tend to prefer to use, not to toast the bread. I prefer the bread to be fresh and really, really fresh and soft, just like this is here. Now, again, I've cooked the bacon in the microwave and it is crisp. It was cooked beautifully, and there is our wonderful sandwich right there. Bacon cooked in the microwave. Who would have thunk it? Well, I didn't, but now I do. I hear a door closing. Well, we know Roberta's on the way. Who would have thunk it? Seriously. What else can we do? I'll tell you what we're going to do, right? So I'm going to put this over here for now, and we'll get that cleaned, and then I'm going to do something a little bit different for us, okay? I'm going to see how, and I don't know how this is going to work. I promise you, I don't know how this is going to work. Give that a bit of a wipe because I'm going to open this packet here. And what we have here now is some chicken. And I'm going to put a few pieces of this in. It's already been marinated. We've cleaned that knife now in just a second. We are sanitizing everything between, so don't please write in and say, oh, you're not sanitizing things. We certainly are. I'm going to put some chicken into this green one just here, and then we will see how that cooks. So what have we got? Okay, nice pieces of chicken, nice little mini fillets as it might be. I put a couple of those in there, and we fit another one on. Is that enough? Let's put another one in the end. No, they're quite big actually, so I won't stuff it in. I'm going to cook those two and see how that goes, and we'll get those cleaned in just a second. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands here again and dry them off. So we'll put this in, and again, when we come back at the end of the next little clip of film, we will have that chicken done. I'm going to put that on for 4 minutes, which means I can't put it on just yet because the next clip is a bit longer than that. But we are going to give this to Roberta. She's going to be thrilled. We're going to cook that chicken. I'm going to put it in for 4 minutes. When we come back, we'll see how well it's cooked. Paul is going to enjoy the rest of his burger, and then I'm going to figure out what to cook next as well, because as I say, I just want to cook a few things live on screen for you. If you do want to get your micro munchie right now, you know what to do. You'll hear it throughout the next presentation from Matt anyway with Paul. 673983 is the number. Pick up the phone, 03333 241 241, and just tell the guys that's what you want. Whoever answers the phone, you say, listen, I want a micro munchie and I need it now. I want those amazing sandwiches. Or alternatively, go to the website and you can order it through the website as well. 25 quid. If you buy 2 of them, that means you can put it on. It's over £30. That means you can put it onto your PayPal Pay in 3 and split that cost into easy payments for you there. So 3 payments on PayPal. If you want to buy 3, 4, 5 of them, however many you want, please feel free to do that. I'm going to find out, is that P&P, is that capped? It is. So if you buy 4 or 5, whatever amount of them, you will only pay $4.95. That's the cap P&P on that, so no more P&P. So why not avail of it right now? Now, please remember this, okay? You can go and have a look, and you will see cheaper ones perhaps, but they are inferior. Paul Brodell bought one, and he said that what's supposed to be the griddle plate was literally like aluminium foil. He said this is just brilliant. He swears by it, and he said, please tell everybody, trust us, that is brilliant. He reckons it's the best product he has ever shown in his 30-year career on ShopOnTV, and he genuinely is a qualified chef, owns a hotel and cooks in that hotel as well. Let's have a look at Paul. When you come back, I'll have some chicken ready.
Just perfect results every single time. This was just in for, it's between 3 and 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's just your regular bread and it comes out toasty. Look, can you hear that crispy crunch? Look at that. No pre-cooking required. Look at that. Give it a squeeze. We've got our brisket in here. We've got our tomato, our cheese. How much are you paying for your lunch at the moment from your takeaway shops and stuff like that? This is fantastic. So I'll be eating this one in a minute.
See, whenever I see a cool product like this, I want one. And then when you need to justify it to yourself, the next question I always ask myself is, okay, where can it save me that money along the line? And I know how much I've been spending over the years in sandwich shops. The very, very popular one where you get your big long sandwiches as well. You might be queuing up for a while. You might not get your favourite ingredients straight away. They might have sold out. But you could be making, on a rotational basis, really quickly, hot snacks, hot lunches to order for a fraction of the price that you'll be paying out and about. And also, here's the justification bell going off in my head, thinking, I want one, and I can justify it, is you've saved your money, haven't you? Within 3 to 5 days or within a week or two, on your meal deals and your big, submarine-style sandwiches that you might be buying, you've got yourself an amazing, amazing hot treat for a fraction of the price once you split it down over time.
Oh my goodness.
What have we got here, Paul? What have you made?
They are just so easy to come out. Can you see how easy they clean? Even where there's some cheese that's oozed out, it just comes away. So simple, so easy to clean.
So goes in the dishwasher, no problem, and the silicone outer comes away from the aluminized steel on the inside. That's the metal bit on the inside, patented space-age technology. Really easy to then put back together because the lip just goes up and over it again, and then that goes either straight in your dishwasher or just wipe it clean. It's BPA-free as well on that silicone outer, and it is just marvellous to break the rules, isn't it? So, when we say no sparking, no putting metal in the microwave normally, but this can.
Not at all, no. And we're even going to do our burger here, so I'll just pop that on there like so. Pop that into the grill pan.
He's gone rogue. All of our ingredients
all different microwaves. This is an 800-watt microwave, so it will take about 3.5 to 4 minutes, like so. Because this is 800 watt. The ones at the back are 1200 watts, so it takes slightly less time. So we say between 3 and 5 minutes. All the instructions come with it.
Okay.
Look at this. So I'm just going to give this, and when you actually look, beans and cheese, how good is that?
You see, that is a classic, isn't it, to us? Your favourite beans, your favourite cheese, maybe a little bit of Worcester sauce in there as well. It could be white bread, it could be doorstep bread. You know, it doesn't have to fit in as such. You know, it can easily be that big fruit cake style, the crumpet style, your bagels, your paninis, your focaccia breads. You know, maybe you want to do a pizza style calzone, I suppose. Yeah, wow. But look at it, coming straight out of the microwave, couple of minutes, you're turning it and then getting your amazing micro munchy crispy results. What are we cutting into here?
Well, we said about the cheese and beans, didn't we?
Yeah,
look at that, look. Our classic, look at that, look. How good is that? Your cheese mixed in with the beans in a toasty, mamma mia.
Now you are talking my language with the cheese. Are we talking your language with the cheese and beans, maybe? We have been looking at different kinds of bread going into the amazing micro munchie, but it's quick, easy, and a really simple to clean. We've been making a lot of savoury stuff, but it's about the sweet treats as well, isn't it?
It certainly is. Look at that, look. We've got our bagel there. How good is that? Just
what's inside our bagel? Looks like it looks golden and crispy. Looks like we've got a bit of tomato coming out there.
It certainly is, isn't it?
See, how much would we be paying for something like this in a sandwich?
Oh, I know. Wrapped in a bit of,
several
foil.
pounds.
Look at that, look. Just wonderful. Can you see?
But we are
crunchy.
making and creating here. So much happening here in the studio. We are cooking live and we have got cooked ingredients going in on these. Cooked ingredients going in now with your cooked chicken or cherry tomatoes, a little bit of cheese in there as well. But we have been putting raw ingredients into ours too today while we've been in the studio. But the thing is, could you do a different one each day? Yes, you can. You know, you don't want to be boring and maybe have the same thing every time. Maybe you have that little bit of a sinking feeling when you're in the supermarket or the sandwich shop thinking, oh, not the same thing over again. But you're mixing it up. And how about the person that's going to get the most out of this in your home? Who is going to be the person that's going to use it the most? Do you live on your own? Is it no contest? It's going to be you changing your life and making it so easy. Or are you in a busy household where maybe a teenager or a younger member of the family is coming home at all hours of the night and the morning and maybe they want to put together a quick snack? This is how easy it is to clean. Take it apart, pop it into the dishwasher, and there is no excuse, is there? There's no excuse. If that family member has not tidied up after themselves, you want to say, why did it's so easy, just wipe it. But it's £25 today for either the green, the yellow or the blue, and it's 673983 to order now. Storage wise is easy. You just pop it in the shelf, pop it in the cupboard, pop it in the drawer, because it is slim and flat line. I mean, look, it's in the gorgeous green. It's there's the profile, you know, it's there. That is your storage problem solved, isn't it? Because it's so easy to do and so easy to take apart if you are cleaning it, because you just pop that space age aluminized steel center out, and then you've got the silicon outer, which is BPA free, keeping it all protected, which means you can, because of the space age technology, you can now put metal in a microwave with these amazing micro munchies. Do you know, Paul, no one has been able to wrestle your micro munchie away from.
Oh, it's fantastic. And so we've got our burger on the go. I did. You can do asparagus in, bacon. Well, now we've got a sweet treat. So we've got our buttered fruit loaf with peanut butter and jam and banana. How good is that?
We are getting gourmet with our ingredients here, aren't we?
We certainly are. Well, it is so much.
Yeah,
you can do it. It's fantastic.
We've gone classic. We've gone a bit naughty, you know, cheese and beans, and we've gone gastropub style. You know, and each time something comes out here, Paul, we're thinking, how much would we normally pay?
Now, next time, you know, you order a cheeseburger in a restaurant, you pay like £15. Da 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 da.
That
was a quarter pounder in a couple of minutes. Look at that. No oil spitting over your hob, no clean up, just perfect every single time.
And that is cooked through, isn't it? We can prove
all
that
the way through now.
You saw it going in raw.
Look at that, look.
Oh. Maybe you're in the caravan with only the microwave. Maybe in your work kitchen there's only a microwave there.
Like the clean up.
You know, maybe you don't want to fire the oven up, but You cleaned it.
You know, it is so easy peasy.
So what more do you want? You want at £25, you've either got the green, the yellow or the blue. We're challenging Paul with how many sandwiches, how many toasties, paninis and flatbreads he can make today. In our what are we going to call our sandwich emporium, Paul?
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
The
The
Brodell's,
micro munchie.
Brodell's bagels, Brodell's butties.
I just want to
Brodell's beautiful.
very quick as well, which I love it, because please don't think that it's just for your toaster sandwich maker, because you can make endless things using it like a griddle pan. So here we've got our wonderful asparagus. It even gets the lines on it already for our poached egg on our hollandaise. But normally you'd have to get the pan out, boil it, and then you need to griddle it.
A little bit of spray oil then, yeah.
A little bit of spray oil, and it literally comes out like you've griddled it. It is, I promise you, it is so delicious. And it's hands-free cooking, and you pop it in. I could literally be wearing a tuxedo, couldn't I? Because bam, all the mess is in here. So this is the slightly less powerful microwave.
Okay.
This is only 800 watts. So I would say about 3 minutes of this and it will be done to perfection.
Do you know, maybe you're caring for people, maybe you've got limited time, you're popping in to see mom, you're popping in to see dad, you want to make sure they have a hot meal, and it makes such a difference. I'm only speaking from experience here on how I feel when, I really want that hot dinner quickly, or I really fancy something hot at lunchtime when I'm working from home. I want it to be affordable, I want it to be nice, I don't want it to be depressing, I want it to be happy, and I want it to be an experience, I want to look forward to my lunch and I want to enjoy it because I want to be able to get back to work knowing that I'm satisfied. And I want it made to order by me with my own favourite ingredients. And now you can have that as well. And when you've got a sandwich shop doing toasties and things, you've got some good things on the menu, but maybe they're always the same old things. You want to make your own, you want to make them bespoke, and you want to know that you've saved the money by going. You can still go there, you can still occasionally do the trip out, but save the money on your lunches, and before you know it, you've saved the £25 that you paid for your amazing micro munchie today. Paul, what are you treating us to?
It's very hot inside, but obviously you do need to be cautious and use a cloth to pull them out. But it's amazing how, it's warm, but it's not as hot as that plate is. It's that silicone, but just look at that.
It's the crispy outer shell, isn't it?
Crispy outer is just incredible.
I've lost track. I've got so much going on. What went into this one?
You see how easy it is. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take away, because you can do whatever you want. You can take, so I've got a classic brioche here. So if you wanted peppers, you want peppers. If you don't, you don't. Again, brioche is very soft.
Yeah.
So
it's funny you should say that because our guinea pig's called brioche. So you say brioche is very soft. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
There you go. Pop that one in there like so. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy.
Oh. So. So full instructions as well, Paul, nothing to worry about that. Thinking, I'm not going to remember what Paul said, how many minutes is it. At the end of the day, you know your microwave yourself.
Look at that, look. Our chicken with our chili cheese there, bit of pesto in there, just gorgeous.
See, these
again, you put a bit of salad with that, and suddenly it's £8-9 in a gourmet restaurant, and you're doing it for a fraction, and I can't stress enough how crispy this is. It's just wonderful.
Who in your life doesn't like a toasted sandwich? Who do you know who doesn't smell a toasted sandwich being cooked? Who says, we all think that, don't we? And who hates washing up? Who hates tidying up? Who look when you're there at the pan and it's sizzling and spitting? Who looks at that back plate at the hob and thinks, I'm going to have to wipe that later. I'm going to have to, all the bits and the spits and spots around the edge here. But it's all going on inside your microwave. It's all clean, and plus. Who has the weirdest sandwich tastes as well?
Not doing too bad here. I've got brie with baked beans and a bit of our herby cheese.
We're not here to
veg. Look at that, look. Wonderful. Turn that over, clip that on. Look at this. Now,
Turn it as well.
you can turn it halfway through, but if they're both pressed each side, I've found it's been great. It really does depend on the quality of your microwave.
I haven't seen you turning many today.
No, I haven't needed to.
Yeah,
Look,
okay.
you know, that's not been turned.
Okay.
But you can if you want to. Just depends.
And we know our own.
That was our banana, peanut butter, and jelly jam.
See, I'm looking down because there's a big TV screen just there, and I'm like, wow, this is brilliant. I was really impressed with the asparagus. I just thought that was wonderful. It's brilliant. By the way, folks, just in case you are wondering, we are wiping everything down here and we're sanitizing everything, so don't think that we're cross-contaminating. We are genuinely busy. I always said when I'm presenting a show, I'm not going to be going on, oh, we're busy. But I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to say it to you, genuinely, we are really busy. Okay, so this chicken went in for 4 minutes. Now, we're going to check this out. I genuinely don't know if it's been in for long enough, but we do know that we can, of course, put it back in for a little bit longer, okay? Look at the steam, and let's reveal this. Oh, wow. That genuinely looks good, doesn't it? Wow. Okay, so we've sanitized everything. Let's have a look and see if this chicken is cooked through in just 4 minutes. Nothing. That is absolutely perfect. But in my ear, Gemma said, that might need a bit longer. I said, it needs nothing. Look at the juice in that. That is cooked perfectly, and it has a little crunch on the outside as well. 4 minutes that was in for. Always double check with your chicken and make sure that it's cooked all the way through. But that has just blown my mind. That is just brilliant. Now, what I've decided to do, and I know that you're seeing lots of things happen with Paul, we'll get these washed now, is you're seeing lots of things being cooked. But what I want to do is, because sometimes, sometimes when you watch shopping TV, and this has been, a bugbear of mine is not the correct word, but when you see pans and you see that, you always see a chef cooking with them, you think, yeah, they're better than me though, aren't they? Because, yeah, and you know, I'm not going to be doing those things. But I said that tonight I wanted to cook stuff. I wasn't asked to do that. I said, Alan, please come and present the show and just fill in the little gaps. I said, no, I want to do more than that, because I don't want to leave you guys sitting out there and thinking that it's difficult. I've got some steak in here, okay? Have a look at that, okay? This peppered steak. So as soon as the chicken came out so well, I'm going to give this 4 minutes as well. I'm going to pop that in there. Lots and lots of you with this in allocation. So time cook, I'm going to go 4 minutes, and then start that. Okay, so the chicken is now to be tasted, okay? So let me get these and see. By the way, we have had a couple of questions in. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? This looks super juicy. I don't want to do that thing, right? I don't want to do that thing going, oh my God, that's amazing. But, oh my God, that's amazing. I really don't think, genuinely don't think I have had chicken that succulent before. And I promise you, I am not just saying that. I don't do that. You know me from ShopOnTV for a long time. That is extraordinary. David, will you come in and taste a piece of this chicken, please? We'll get these washed then. There's a piece just cut there, David. Have that little piece just there. And honestly, I have never had chicken to be as moist. I promise you, ever. Now, seriously, how moist is that?
It's so tender.
It's absolutely brilliant. I had no clue. I promise you this, okay? I promise you this. I had not ever put a piece of chicken in. I've cooked nothing. I tested a sandwich before we came live to see that 4 minutes did it in there. And Paul had some of it. That's the only thing I've cooked in it. The only thing I've cooked in it. And we're just doing this off the bat. And I am seriously extraordinary. It's brilliant. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know what we had to think about it. I'm just going to get a bit of tissue here because I need to wipe this down, and then we will get some sanitizer onto it, but just take this off for now. So also, what I'm going to try and do for you as well, I'm going to do that Rustler's burger, but I've also got some sausages here as well. I'm going to make a sausage sandwich and pepperoni pizza slice. I love these as well. But when you get these, how do you normally heat them? Do you stick them in the microwave? The pastry goes soggy, they're not very nice, they're horrible. I've just heated one of these up for Gemma, who is our producer, to try. And she said, oh, apparently she said she had to turn her microphone off so I wouldn't hear the crunching in my ear. But genuinely, I'm just going to get this feed in from Gemma. How was it cooked in the Micro Munchie? Perfect. That's what she said. I'm going to do one of those as well, just so you can see it. That's the steak in there. Sandwiches of all types. We've done the burger. We are now doing the barbecue. Just to show you what this is, actually, it's barbecue, lemon, garlic, and herb chicken breast. That's what that was. And the steak is barbecue, salt and pepper beef sizzle steaks. Just bought, it's 3 for 10 quid, and we got them in Morrison's. Other places are available to go and buy them. You can go to anywhere you want. But that's the 3-4 range. That's where the chicken came from, the burgers and that. So they're not particularly expensive things either. So we're not using, I'm not getting, you know, the best of stuff to make it look great. But what we're using is everyday food and cooking it in a microwave. And that is what's really making me go, I can't believe it. So think about this for a minute, okay? What we have on the outside of that is silicone. Now, it's a really thick silicone. You can see the thickness of the handle just there. It's that size all the way through. That's what is sealing that. That is what's encompassing that inside tray. That is made from a very special metallic, not metallic, what's the word I'm looking for? Alloy, that's the word I'm looking for. A very special alloy that is microwave safe. And what actually happens is that when the microwaves go into it, it absorbs the microwaves and it heats up. Therefore, they become griddles. And what's happening then is that they are getting to over 200 degrees, and over 200 degrees on each side of what you're cooking, becoming a griddle is what's giving you that toasty finish on that. So it's brilliant. Here's our steaks. Let's have a look and see how these turn out. This is honestly, yeah, my steaks. Yeah. And if anyone else thought they were getting them, well, that was a mistake. Ah, do you like it? Do you like it? Now let's have a look. I don't know. This was in, how long did we put it in for? I can't remember. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes. Hello. Loving it. Now, if you wanted that to be in there a little bit longer, of course you can. That looks amazing. Oh, wow. That is I'm going to have to let it cool down. And look at the edge of it there. A little bit of crunch around there as well. And who would have thunk that you would cook a steak that well and that quickly in a microwave? But that is exactly what the Micro Munchie does for you. This is brilliant. I never thought I would, well, I always enjoy work and I enjoy the shows, but I genuinely didn't believe that I was going to enjoy things as much as I am. In fact, I'm saying that I don't want to go back to another video just yet. I'm going to just put some sausages in for you. Let's see how they do. Okay, so how many more videos have we got that we need to show? Well, okay, so that's grand. So I'm just getting my timings in my head, okay? So watch this, okay? 4 sausages in. Again, they are in the cheaper aisle. They're £2.50 a pack, so they're not the mad expensive ones. Now, again, I'm not putting any oil spray on these. You can do that, of course, if you want to. But what I'm doing is I'm just going to cook them as they are. I'm going to give them. Let's have a think about how long should we put these in for. Let me fix this plate actually. Just get this in properly. I'm going to go with 4 minutes again, okay? So 4 minutes seems to be the magic thing. By the way, we had an email in earlier on saying that there was no kind of recipe book to give you ideas of what to cook in them. Well, there isn't, because it's such a simple product that you can put whatever you want in it. You saw asparagus in there, you saw burgers in there, you saw all sorts. Let me get this running. Time cook 4 minutes. But the whole thing is with this is give things a try. Just see how they turn out. I'm just waiting for my plate. Let me go and get my plate. Excuse me for a second while I grab a plate and come down here and let's just see how this steak is. Oh, wowzers. Look at the juice from that is just brilliant. Hopefully this is nicely cooked. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, for 4 minutes. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I have to try it. Now again, listen, let me show you something. I just want to show you something, all right? These are wafer thin. You can see how thin they are, okay? So basically, if you overdid these, they would be like pieces of shoe leather, okay? You can see how thin they are, okay? Right? Wafer thin. So If you overdone those, they would be like shoe leather. I can honestly tell you this. I think that's amazing. In fact, I tell you the truth, I think we put them in for 4 minutes. I would probably do 3.5 minutes. I would like them a little rarer, but that's just my personal preference. I'm still not sure if it really is as good as I thought first time. I'm just going to have to go again, I think. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, it's so good. It's not chewy. How is that possible? I really don't know. In a microwave, because normally microwave ruins things, right? It can ruin meat, and it's only good for heating up soup or a Reggie meal or something like that. What else do you put into your microwave at home? I'm trying to put this to the side now so I can talk to you. You know, what do you put into your microwave at home? What is it you use it for? Is it for heating up soup? What else can we, give us some shouts in my ear what you use the microwave for. So ready meals, reheating last night's Chinese or Indian food, whatever it might be, reheating a hot drink, something like that, some tea or coffee, which I've never done, I have to admit. You know, things like that. We don't ever, here's the thing, right? I don't think we ever treat a microwave seriously. Do you know what I mean by that? Gallery, do you know what I mean by that? We don't ever treat it seriously. We think, oh, it's just something just to chuck rubbish in, or, you know, just to reheat stuff, not to cook things. I have cooked steak, I've cooked chicken, I've cooked a burger, I've cooked the puka pie. We're going to do that in a little while as well. We've done a toasty, we've done bacon in it. And again, I wanted to do all of that tonight because I wanted you to see that, you know, it can be done. I'm not a chef. I do like cooking. And just to show you how good this is, mac and cheese, how about that? So, oh, steak is just beautiful. Mac and cheese. What else could you do with it? Literally, whatever you want in there. You could put in some crumble or something like that, apple cinnamon, a little bit of crumble on top, pop that in, you're going to get that. Remember, those plates get around 200 degrees or more as well. Pancakes, waffles, so much. I'd almost say that you could you do an egg in it? Well, I don't know, because of the ridges. Eggy bread. Eggy bread, what about that? That would be incredible. But imagine now all of a sudden being able to treat, okay, so here's another thing that's just popped into my mind. When you get a microwave, it will say microwave and grill. It says on it, doesn't it? Have you ever used the grill function on your microwave? I know I never have, ever. I don't even know what it does. I've no idea how it works. Does it just fire the microwaves out differently? I don't know. But now all of a sudden, your microwave becomes a serious grill. It becomes something that is so brilliant by using the Micro Munchie. And at just 25 quid, can I implore something of you? Get it and try it. Please try it and see what you think of it. I genuinely feel you're going to be absolutely over the moon. Okay. Now, somebody has just said, what was the question? What was the question? So yeah, does it come with timings? No, it doesn't. And the reason that it doesn't come with timings is it depends on the thickness of the chicken and all of that. But everything that I've done tonight has been for 4 minutes. So what I would say to you is that it's like anything when you're cooking something for the first time, trial and error a little bit. But of course, the error on this is not error to be concerned or worried about. I've quite forgotten what's in there. Sausages. Right, sausages. Let's have a look. They might need a bit longer. Paul in the gallery, Eagle Eye Paul, reckons they might need a bit longer. Yes, I would say that they need a bit longer, but I actually think they are probably cooked through, but probably, let me just check it, because that again was for 4 minutes. Let me just feel the temperature. No, they definitely need a bit longer, and I can see that they're a little bit pink inside, and I'm going to put these back in for a couple more minutes, and they are really thick sausages. But again, getting your pan out or getting them into your air fryer, they're going to take 15, 16 minutes, something like that. But in here, we've already done 4 minutes, so I'm going to say that 2 more minutes. And leave them for that. Now remember, with sausages, they don't have to be brown all the way around, okay, to be cooked. Once they're up to a temperature of over 72 degrees, or in Scotland, as we learned today, they recommend over 82 degrees. I don't know why, but Scotland is different than the UK for their temperatures. Then, once we do that, I'm going to, while that's cooking, we're going to chuck over to the guys showing you another bit of a clip with Paul. I'm going to clean all of the area here. I'm going to clean these Micro Munchies, and then I'm going to finish off with the pepperoni pizza slice and that Rustler's burger I promised you as well.
my daughter's at that age now where she's got friends coming over. You think, oh, how much are they going to cost me with, like, you know, treats and pizzas and snacks and things? They can do it themselves now. She's at that age where she can. I trust her now. You know, you get all the ingredients ready into bowls, and then they could maybe choose and create their own. And make it a bit of
griddled asparagus, and it really is. Imagine that. Now our lovely Martha in my ear was like, "Don't throw the asparagus! I want the asparagus."
Yeah.
That is delicious. Now on top of that, I'm going to put our ready for our burger sausage.
Yeah, okay, sausage patties going
and so it'll get griddle lines on one side, but it'll be cooked on both, so I'll just turn it over as it comes out.
Okay,
and there you go. Because obviously it's only touching one side.
Got it. Remember, this is so easy to clean as well. All you do is you take the space age technology out. This is the aluminized steel on the inside. Choose your color, blue, green or yellow. You take your center out, you put it into the dishwasher, or if you want it clean quickly, just wipe it down. You know, it depends on how you want to approach it. £25 though is an amazing price on the blue, the green or the yellow. That's the only choice you've got to make today. Choose which color, or if you know a best friend that wants one, get a couple maybe, or get a gift idea, straight in the drawer, and away you go with it. And it is turning your microwave into a griddle. So do we know any students going away to uni soon, or anyone moving out, maybe somebody who's just moved in?
Now, this is a good point here. I took this one out a minute early just to show you. So it's that last minute that it needs. It's cooked, but it's not crispy. Okay. So we'll come back to that in a minute. If you see there's 59 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Just to show you how amazing it is. So it's heated up those plates that are inside. It's really clever technology. And then, bam, you'll see how that'll go crispy on the outside. So clever. I'm
loving it, Paul. You haven't fired up the oven. You haven't needed to preheat. No. We're not waiting 35 minutes for anything. You know, we're seeing a sandwich toaster, in inverted commas, and so much more because you're doing all the other ingredients.
Well, do you know what? I've only seen one other brand do something similar, but for a lot more money, and it's very rarely available. So this price, it really is win-win.
But I've not seen anything like this before.
Look at this, incredible. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now,
so and funky, it looks good. Yeah.
Now,
wow. Now, Paul, if you could, I've got a time machine here. Do you know that a minute ago when you said, "Now, Matt, here it is. It's hot, but not crispy."
Don't do it for 5 minutes. There you go.
I love it. I love that. Hot but not crispy, and then that one was quite hot and crispy. £25 today to choose the yellow, the green, or the blue. If you've just tuned in, this is the unbelievable micro munchy microwave toasted sandwich maker. Call now to order yours. 0333 241 241 or ShopOnTV.co.uk is the destination to see our marketplace, to see all of our products on there, as well as what we're seeing now in the studio currently. 673 983 for the unbelievable micro munchy microwave toasted sandwich maker. Do you know somebody that would absolutely love this? Are they a student living on their own? Are they somebody moving out maybe who's just setting up? They're not quite fully versed on how to cook for themselves yet. Maybe you care for somebody a little bit older in the family or in your friendship group that you want to just ensure that they've had something at least hot that day. Or is there only a microwave in the work kitchen? Possibly you're in your motorhome again with only a microwave there, or a caravan. Or if you're going away on holiday and you haven't got all the mod cons. I know when we've been on budget holidays as a family, we've maybe stayed in a single room or an Airbnb or any other brand available out there, but anywhere that's a space where you are struggling to look after yourself in terms of having your oven, having your fridge, having all of the ingredients that you've normally got around you, but you're looking to prep something quickly and easily. And the thing that gets me on this one, does it get you as well? The price is incredible because it's so easy to then save with a week of meal deals. You've paid for it. Monday to Friday, a £5 a day on your meal deals. bang, you've paid for your Micro Munchie microwave toasted sandwich maker. It's £25 today. Your P&P is just beneath that, and it's shopontv.co.uk to order right now. Turn your microwave into a griddle.
Look at this. This is our little burger sausage. Look at that. Look. How fantastic is that? Wonderful. Imagine if you're making those little like muffiny style things.
Yeah.
Look at that. Done in no time at all. You know, you're doing those little mini breakfasts in the muffins yourself.
A little bit of burger cheese, a little bit of an egg on there maybe, and muffin, and then you've made yourself a wonderful breakfast.
You certainly can. Oh, we've got the other things beeping. It's just, you're only really limited, pizza party here, you're only limited by your imagination.
So your imagination or your taste as well, Paul. So
Yeah,
you might
your
be
crumpets.
one of these people that just loves a savoury treat at a certain time of day. You might love your muffins, you might love your sweet treats, you know, you might love your concoctions. You look at the menu on one of those sandwich shops and what they've got in their paninis or their toasties or whatever, you might think, well, yeah, we've made them today. These are not, don't get me wrong, like tuna and cheese or ham and cheese, but you might look at those same things again and again and you think, do you know, I want chicken and pesto and spinach. I want cherry tomatoes with a bit of mozzarella. You know, I want tuna and cheese, but I want to add in my own little special ingredients that make it special. Some bell mushrooms, maybe. Paul, what are you doing next?
Look at this. Ha ha ha. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Look at this. Well, this is our baked bean one, I remember, with cheese. Look at that. And you see just oozing out.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it was with brie as well, wasn't it?
Oh, look, we haven't
remember.
stopped either. And the thing is, Paul, when we do stop for a breath, think about how many sandwiches you've made today.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible.
In the last 10 minutes, in the last 20 minutes, how many have we made? We have made enough for a football team and a half, I think, here.
We certainly have,
So
yeah.
if you are at home wanting to cook something really quick for hungry children, hungry grandchildren, maybe as a carer, you're the guardian of some children in the family group, maybe you're looking after that older member of the family or in your friendship group, and you want to know that they're looked after, or you've got an after school club, or there's that dreaded moment when the son or the daughter says, yeah, you can come round if you want, and you're thinking, oh crumbs, how many of them, how many are there, how many, don't they, yeah, or there's the knock at the door, don't invite them in, don't invite them in, don't invite, oh no, it's too late, they're being polite, you know, and then suddenly you've got to maybe cook for 2 or 3 people or more. This is a way to do that quickly, and you've got it paid for, £25.
Do you know what? And it is fantastic. You know, I say really you want to go for 2 because they are just one on the go, one in the microwave. And again, you will find between 3 and 5 minutes, I find. We've got 1200 watts here, that's about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The 800 watts, about 4 minutes.
Varies.
Four and a bit. Look at that, look. Look, can you see? Oh, mozzarella and basil. It's just wonderful.
Oozing cheese that over me, just that.
It is so good.
Oh, it's unbelievable. £25 will get you either the green, the yellow or the blue, and it is aluminized steel on the inside, which means you can now put the metal in the microwave without the sparking. It's BPA free on the outer, on the silicone, but it is so easy to separate out and clean. If you want to put it in the microwave, please do. You know, go for it. Take the center out like so, put it in the microwave, put it in the sink, give it a clean and a wash, or just wipe it. I wouldn't put it in the microwave necessarily, because I've got items I don't put in the microwave. Dishwasher, thank you, Paul. That's what 5 hours sleep will do for you. I wouldn't put it in the dishwasher because I'd want to use it again sooner. I'd want it out. So things like my chef scissors, I never put those in the dishwasher because I want to wipe them and use them again. So it's that much of a key item to me, but it's so easy to wash, super easy to store, and there it is, back in one piece again, either green, blue or yellow. Oh, actually, let me just grab the other side, because Paul, how easy is it to put your sandwich and everything else in there?
Oh yeah.
Do it up.
Store it.
Pop it in your bag and take that to work.
Yeah. Oh, look at
There
this.
it is.
You know what? Every time.
You'll be the envy of everybody. They'll be like, who's this iron there? What is that? Micro Munchie in the fridge.
It is
It's mine.
so good. It's wonderful. Look at that. Look. Can you hear that? Just brilliant.
You can. You've got the crispy. This is
And you know, I've just put a burger in. You know, we've got a you know, it's a grill pan. Pepperoni. This was our pizza one. So we had our pepperoni in there. Can I just look at that? Look, can you see? This is your cheats calzone. Look at that. Look. Mamma mia.
Oh, keep doing that. Oh, it's nice. This is our pizza calzone style, and it is such a good deal today. Grab it while it's here and available to be sent to you. All 3 colours available, and it's so easy to order. Order now on 03333241241. It's item number 673983. Go for it on the website, maybe shopontv.co.uk. Also, don't forget your PayPal. Spend over 30 and then consider your PayPal option as well. shopontv.co.uk. But what are you going to be making? What are you going to be creating in your green, your blue, or your yellow? Are you going to buy yourself the blue one and then gift the yellow, the daffodil yellow, or is it going to be 2 that you're buying so that you've got them on a rotational basis at home? Either way, do not let this pass you by, because Paul, as you said earlier, you're turning your microwave into a grill.
Into your toasted sandwich maker, your grill pan, your toasted asparagus, everything. Now, I put a raw burger in here earlier, and can you...
How long ago was that? Was that a
fresh quarter pounder?
So 2 minutes ago or something? Was that? So
that was
1,200.
That was 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes, okay.
So I've gone. Obviously, it will be hot.
Whoa.
But look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look.
Oh,
wonderful.
sizzling
How
on the
good is that?
outside.
You can see it sizzling away there. So it really is your griddle pan. Again, healthy. I didn't add any oil to that as well. So you can actually see how beautiful that is done.
Oh my goodness.
Just probably need another 30 seconds. But you can see, just gorgeous.
Oh, that's lovely. Go for it. Okay, this is going to be your bagel machine, your toasty machine, your panini machine, your granary bread, all of those doorstep sandwiches. It's not just the thin bread that goes in. Yes, it's got a thin profile to it. It's slender and it will fit in a drawer, but you don't have to fit your ingredients inside necessarily. It could be bursting with bread and ingredients and everything else, all spilling out the side maybe. Obviously be careful. £25 today, but why wouldn't you love your micro munchie? Who wouldn't want one today? Who's got theirs? Hands up who's ordered the blue one. Who's got the yellow one? No more boring lunches from the green one either. In fact, you can hear them shouting, can't you? The green one's saying, no more boring lunches, and the yellow one's saying, you'll pay for me after a week of meal deals, and the blue one says, make a nice sweet treat inside me. So all of them are going to be there for you, maybe. Paul, what would you... Not that anybody is going to be sitting on the fence.
You know what? You will fall in love with it like I have at home. I've used it every single day. Whether it was sausage, burgers, asparagus, whether it was all my grilled vegetables, whether it was my toasted panini, sandwiches, you can do it all there. You can even do your bagels in it. You can do it for your sweet treats with your brioche as well. It just goes on and on and on.
So what I was doing during that was I was getting busy. I've taken out the sausages. Look at that. Sausages are done. We'll take a quick close-up of that for you now. Beautifully cooked. Again, have a look at this. This is a pucca pepperoni pizza slice. This is what I gave to Gemma, and she said it was delicious. There it is, just there cooked. Now listen to this, okay? Listen to that. You don't get that when you just put them in a normal microwave and heated all the way through. Oh yeah, that is nice and toasty. That looks absolutely fab. Again, done in the microwave, and it is crunchy and crispy. I never expected that we would be cooking so much in this show. Now I'm going to show you this. This is the last thing. Well, no, maybe we might get 2 things in. I love Rustler's burgers. I have to be honest with you. I think they're great, okay? So this is a Rustler's quarter pounder. I'm leaving out the cheese that you get with it and the sauce. And I'm simply going to put this in with the bun, okay, and the burgers inside. Now, I know there's some of you going, oh, you can't be eating those things. But you know something? Sometimes a treat is amazing, and I do like these, I have to say, especially if I've had a little libation the night before. That's when I love them especially. So if you get home from work and you don't fancy one of these, my dad always has these in his fridge, my mum and dad, and he loves them from the microwave, but the bun is steaming, it's wet, it's horrible, the burger smells horrible when you actually smell it, but they're lovely. They're beautiful to eat. But here's the thing, right? 4 minutes on this again, and we'll check it after about 3. But the thing is, in here, you're getting that crunch to it. You're getting that heat all the way through, because remember, and I'll just go through this with you, okay? Because what we have here is the silicone outside. Now, this is why Paul Brodell said these are incredible. If we look here, let me just give that a wipe out inside, as it's a bit messy. This silicone here is really thick. You can see the thickness of it with all of the parts just here. And then you have this special plate that, I just cleaned this as well, folks, excuse me for a second. This plate here, which is a very special plate, it's a special alloy that basically what it does is it absorbs the microwaves. Now, people say don't put metal in a microwave. This is metal. But the reason you can put this in, it's a very special put together alloy that absorbs microwaves. So what happens is that this here becomes a griddle plate. So instead of having an electric one that you heat up, and it might be a big machine that you use that takes 4 or 5 minutes to heat up, and then after that you put your sandwich in, and then you have to wait for it to cook. This here starts to heat up and goes to over 200 degrees. And the brilliant thing about it is that you actually have those plates on both sides of your food, okay? And both sides of your food is getting cooked evenly from the bottom and from the top just there as well. So that is why these are so magical and why these are so great. What can I finish off with today? Well, I tell you what I'm going to finish off with. What I started with, I'm going to do a nice sandwich. And here's the thing, okay? We'll get the burger out in a minute. When you do this, the best thing to do to get that extra crunch on the outside is to butter the outside of the bread. Now you might say, the outside, are you sure, Al? Yeah, butter the outside of the bread, because what happens is then that butter will superheat, and then it will help to give you that beautiful, rich, golden crunch, that extra crunch. Now, it still will give you a crunch if you don't use the butter, but we have found that it's just better with the butter, okay? So this time, I'm going to put in the ham, turn that over onto the micro munchie, piece of ham, get some of my onions as well, and I'm going to sprinkle on some onions. I'm a big fan of onions. This is going to be my sandwich to take home with me. And then we're going to put some cheese. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this nice stuff, the Ford cheddar and caramelized onion. They're called burger melts, but you know what? We're doing the show tonight, so we can make up our own rules as we go through. So let's put this on. And, well, Paul, who actually is, to be fair, this is going to be for him, has said, put the American cheese in as well. So we're going to do that. It's going to be a cheesy deliciousness. And you know what will be lovely? It'll be lovely to see this melting cheese inside here being cooked in just 4 minutes in that microwave. One and another one. Yeah, he's sending me upstairs. He said, oh, I think 3 will fit on there, Al. Will they, Paul? Oh, I thought he said 3. He meant 3 minutes. Right, so there we go. So loads and loads of cheese, or in Ireland as we call that, it's called coche. Yeah, and fromage, of course, in French. Squeeze that down. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit protruding. Remember, you just want the plates to be touching each side of the food. How long have we got left here? 28 seconds. I reckon, do you know what? I've even forgotten what I have in here. What do we have in here? Oh, it's the burger. Of course it is. Yeah, it's the Rustler's burger. Let's have a look-see, okay? Let's do the reveal together, because it's only fair that we do that. Oh, look at it. Again, crunch and lovely. So let's take this out there, okay? Pop that just on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off. Always be careful. Oh yeah, that is toasty. Oh, that is lovely. And again, get that bit of sauce that they give to you. Rip that open, pop it on the center, like that. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this in, so that's cooking as I'm finishing off the burger. So we reckon 3 minutes on this. Stop. 3 minutes. Let's do that. So then again, your bit of cheese, because we've done that Rustler's burger in there. And again, when you do these in the microwave, they are lovely, and they're a real good thing when you've had a few beers the night before, I feel. I love them for a bit of a hangover. But there we go. That's the job done. We get that last bit on. Burger goes on the top. Give that a little squidge around to make that sauce move around. And again, the crunch on that is lovely. And there is your finished burger. Now, if you are a fan of Rustler's Burgers, I'm going to suggest to you that that is a whole lot better than just putting it directly into the microwave. I think that is so much better because you've got that crunch to it and it is cooked and warm all the way through. Yep, the heat of that burger is lovely. So much better. It is so much better. I'll tell you why, right? Have a look at that picture just there for a minute while I finish. The reason that it's so much better for me is that whatever a microwave does to bread, I'm not really sure that I'm a big fan. But inside the Micro Munchie, that is crispy. It reminds me years ago, and I think memories are important to us. Years ago, my mum would make burgers, and we had this little it was a sandwich toaster that you could put 4 burgers in, and she would make the burgers and it sealed the edge of them as well, and she put the onions in, and then of course you bit it and then a bit of onion fell and got welded to you just there and hurt you for a week or a month or a year after. And it reminds me of that flavour, that toasted flavour of that bun just coming through, giving you that extra just gorgeousness, I suppose. And then the burger inside is not been microwaved and it's not chewy. It makes it taste a lot better. And I know you're saying, we stop going on about a Rustler's Burger, Al, but I'm only showing you or telling you how much better things are out of this Micro Munchie. So look at what we've done in these sausages. We've done the pucka pie, we've done the Rustler's Burger, we've done sandwiches, we've done bacon, we have done steak, we've done chicken, if I haven't already said that, we've done sausages, we have done so much tonight. Now please bear in mind as well, I'm not looking for a pat on the back for this, but when I was speaking with Tina, who's the buyer, she said, Al, you're doing the Micro Munchie. And I was coming down the stairs of my house. I went, the what? And she said, the Micro Munchie. And I went, I have no idea what you're talking about. She said, don't worry. She said, when you go to work tonight, this was 2 nights ago, she said, have a look at one. And I've had a look at it. And I literally said to Tina on the phone, she said to me, all I need to do is talk in between the video clips that you've seen. And then I said, no, do you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm going to cook things in it. I said, but what if you find it a bit difficult to do? I said, I don't care, because if I find it difficult, the viewers who I'm talking to, who I'm asking you to trust me and purchase one of these and trust me that it does all of this stuff. It's all well and good that Paul, you might be thinking, oh, he's a chef, he's able to do something special with those. I said, because these are the people that I'm speaking with right now, I want them to see that I am doing this live. I've never, ever had one before, and that is an absolute promise. Let's see how this sandwich has turned out. I can smell that it's toasted. This is, like, seriously, this is some kind of wizardry. I don't know what's going on. It's just phenomenal. I tell you what I'm going to do. Just bear with me. I'm going to get a plate for this because I think this is going to be delicious. Right, there's a nice clean plate, and let's have a little look. Nope, needs more, needs a bit longer. I'm going to give it another minute. How long have we left on the show? I've got 3 minutes on the show. I'm going to give this, I'm going to give it 1 minute and 30 seconds because I think, 1 minute, that'll do, one minute, that'll do. And then we'll take that out and we'll look. Perhaps it's because of so much cheese in that, of course, remember what happens, the heat is absorbed through all of the fillings. I've loads of fillings in there. I wasn't going to put that many in, Paul did. But in closing, folks, and we are getting towards the end of the show. By the way, I am back tomorrow night again with David, and we're going to be doing some really luxurious watches for you. Now, I've never done a watch show before. It's brand new to me. So again, I'm going to be talking with you guys from an outsider point of view. I am a fan of watches. I always like to wear a nice watch. I haven't seen any of the range that he has yet. So I'm going to be seeing them with you. So join us tomorrow night. Do we know what time we're live at tomorrow night, roughly? About 12:25 tomorrow night. So please do join us right through to 3 o'clock. And we will be doing a beautiful range. Apparently, we have a tourbillon, well, not apparently, we do have a tourbillon watch. The movement on that is extraordinary, it really is, because it's designed not to lose time with the gravitational pull of the Earth, okay? So, let's have a little look-see. We're done. Nope, not quite done on that one. Let's just turn it over. Yeah, that needs longer again because of the fillings in it. So, anyway, we have hopefully enough time for 1 minute on that. and we'll see how we go. And again, that's the thing. It is a little bit of trial and error, folks. So if we don't get to the end of that, don't worry. You got the gist of the sandwich that we made at the very beginning, and you get an idea of everything, how the whole thing works. So in closing, I will just go through it with you again. Silicone on the outside, it is micro munchy. It's not just for sandwiches or burgers. You can see asparagus was done on this a little bit earlier on as well with Paul Brodell. You can do, well, look at, we did chicken, we did beef in there, a little bit of steak, we did sausages, we did burgers, we did fresh burgers as well, not just the ready-made ones, you know, like this one here. We actually got a quarter pounder burger and we did it. We did bacon in it, and we've done so much, and we didn't expect, or I wasn't expected to do any of that stuff tonight, but I wanted to for you so you could see how easy it actually is. And genuinely, it is super, super easy. Folks, do join us again tomorrow night. We are back at about 12:20. And if you do want to join me, as I say, we do have a Tourbillon watch on tomorrow night. Lots of other beautiful pieces as well that we will bring you. Hopefully this is done right now. No, still not quite done. It does need, it's all the cheese melt. Now, that's what it is. The cheese is too much cheese on it. But there we go, folks. You get the gist. It's a shame that we didn't get to taste that one, but thank you so much indeed. Do join us again tomorrow night, 12:20, some great watches. My name is Alan. Thanks to the team, everybody upstairs, and to our David, and mostly to you.